It's Louie Ortiz from the HGTV and E channel, nationally featured Louie Ortiz group, and I wanted to share with you 3 very common real estate myths. These are things that happen all the time in the real estate industry. Number 1, first thing is, a seller will say, I'm going to price my property high because I can always negotiate the price down. I think that I'll get more money by doing it that way. And actually, that's a very big myth. What really happens is that when a buyer is going to go and look at the market, they typically will look at the list of the properties in the given area that they want to buy, and they typically will look at the properties that show the most value first. And what happens is there might be 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 houses on the market. They're going to go look at all of those other houses first before they get to that higher priced property. And what happens is they actually might write an offer and they might not even get to see your property. And so what happens is that higher priced property gets a lot less showings. And then when you do get an offer, a lot of times those offers are less and you don't really have any leverage to try and push that price up. A better strategy is to try and price it more competitively or even slightly below market and get more offers and get it bid up. If this is something that you're curious or would like to learn more about, please contact me and I'd love to share more about it. But that's probably one of the number 1 myths. A second big myth. So many of us use these third-party websites. There's tons and tons of websites out there that have real estate, all the listings and information. And the myth is, most buyers and sellers, when they look at that information, they feel that they have access to all the properties that are on the market. They will tell me, I see everything that's on the market, so I already know what's going on. But according to the National Association of Realtors, as many as 26% nationally of properties sold are not even in the MLS. If they're not in the MLS, that means that they're not on those websites that people are looking at. And so that's a very important item to understand, especially if you're a buyer. If you're looking in a certain area and you can't find the property that you're looking for, wouldn't it be great to find something that's off the market, knowing that as many as 26% of the properties are not even on those websites? So the myth is, a lot of people feel that all the inventory is on these websites, and the reality is they're not. The third myth that I see, for sale by owners. A lot of times somebody will attempt to sell their property on their own. And a lot of times they feel like they will be able to save money by doing that. But what really happens is that they're not able to get the marketing exposure that they would by using a professional real estate agent like ourselves. The marketing is such an integral part of selling the property. I imagine if you had a car for sale and I see people, they'll put a for sale sign on and they'll go park it by the mall and they hope that they're going to find a buyer. Imagine though if you had a way to market that property to the specific demographic that would buy that car. Same thing with properties. By marketing, professional photography, and also it's also not just the marketing, but it's also the representation once you get the offer. Understanding the pitfalls, knowing kind of what the psychology of the buyer is, understanding what are the consequences if they don't qualify. All that goes into a lot of it, which also can actually save you more money. So the myth is it can actually cost you a lot of money trying to sell a property on your own than using a professional real estate agent. If you'd like to learn more about some of the other myths, please contact myself or any member of our team. And if there's anything that we can do to help you with real estate, please contact us. Our information is here in the video.